So we're ready to go from La Romareda, Real Zaragoza and Valencia. It's match day 17 in Spain. Zaragoza comes into this contest 10th in the table. They haven't won a match in any competition in 7 straight, 6 games in the league without victory. Valencia also has been in a tailspin since Ronald Koeman took over. Of course, Koeman replacing Quique Sanchez Flores back at the end of October. The referee for this match is Jose Luis Paredes. He gives the command, and we're underway in Zaragoza, Spain.
By the way, it's his 7th match in La Liga, and he is from Andalusia. He's from Malaga, born in 1972. Jose Luis Paredes. Good luck for Mr. Paredes. Assisted by Mr. Sanchez, Mr. Ejido, and Pablo Sanchez, the 4th official. 48 degrees in La Romareda in Zaragoza. Zaragoza in 10th place with 20 points. They lost to Barcelona last round, 0-3. And Valencia comes in 7th place, believe it or not, with 25 points. And it's Valencia who lost 3-0 to Barcelona, and Zaragoza had tied at La Coruña 1-1. The 16th week. This is the 17th round of La Liga.
Good 1-2 passing, have it out wide, now swept inside the area. Confident defending from the top of the 6th, and it's out for a throw.
A lot of stories. I don't know really where to start. First, Milito is on a 3-game scoring streak. So that's a good news for Real Zaragoza and Coach Victor Fernandez, who's under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure for both coaches, really. So I believe President Soler for Valencia is going to have to go with Koeman, see how many changes he makes.
Full ball stretched out in front. And sped across to the touch. Valencia with the toss here in the 2nd minute.
Remember at midweek, if you follow Gold TV News, Cañizares, Angulo, and Alberda were pretty much kicked off the team by Koeman. Told them, better find a different team to play in. I'm not going to play you anymore. Just Cañizares with 13 years. A bit of scare there for Cesar. So 13 years for Cañizares with Valencia. He had just signed an extension. He's gone. Angulo and Alberda with 11 seasons with Valencia. And Koeman just pretty much kicked them off the team. That's the bottom line. He says, I cannot continue coaching with these guys in the roster. So they're gone. Fernando Morientes is injured. Unlucky Moro. Ruanon Albiol also injured. So many players unavailable. We gotta wait confirmation to see it. Nicolas Sigic is on the bench. He was the hero against Real Union in a 2nd division team. He came off the bench and scored the 2 goals in the Copa del Rey. They had not scored in how many games?
6.5 matches.
That's pretty much 6.5 and 6 in an hour.
Exactly. Including the first half of that Copa del Rey match is the 4th round of the Cup in Spain. The opening leg, so they'll return home for the return leg in January. But at halftime of that contest, they're trailing to a Division III side 1-0. Zigic comes off the bench in the 58th minute, scores 2 goals in 12 minutes, snaps that run of 6.5 games without a goal in Valencia. Finally able to pick up a victory, but now looking for a win in the league. They've gone 4 matches without a victory in La Liga, and here they come. Got by the keeper, but ran out of real estate. It's off for a corner.
Well, you saw Joaquin getting on the motorcycle. Joaquin is starting for Valencia, and he's the captain. A late change. Cesar comes way off and takes his teammate down. Wait for confirmation once again from the lineup from La Romareda. Joaquin was not supposed to be starting. He was supposed to be Montoro. And let's see if... Wow, Cesar just came off very sloppy. Cesar could have been in trouble on that one. Oh. Definitely took down his left back on front. And Cesar, how sloppy was that? Okay, so Valencia's starting lineup is Morengo, Miguel, Caneira, Marchena, and Moretti for in the back. Then midfielders Barajas holding, Montoro on the right. No, Montoro hoping, I think he's helping Baraja. Joaquin on the right, Silva on the left. with Mata and Arismendi up front.
Lucky to escape the collision unscathed. We'll set it up in the 5th minute. Outswinger drops it in a lethal spot, but with the sand wedge, it's chipped over the goal.
Still limping. Cesar, the ex-Real Madrid goalkeeper. Should have challenged him a little bit more. Marchena. Production is telling me the minute of silence and the black armband is one of the ex-Valencia's presidents who passed away this week. Oh, you mentioned Valencia and all their problems, although I'm still impressed with their 7th place in the standings. That's incredible. Well, problems for Zaragoza. Remember, they lost the Copa del Rey to Pontevedra. It's also a 3rd division team, 1-0. 6 games, no win streak. And 7 seasons without defeating Valencia. So we'll see. It's a tough one for Victor Fernandez.
Yes, it is.
Especially with Aymar injured, Gabri suspended, Cuartero and Generelo unavailable. De Alessandro, he does not get along with Victor Fernandez. Matusalem and Paredes got injured in the last training session. So they barely fielded an 18. They got a couple of kids from the youth team. Like Chus Herrero is on the bench. But again, they're still in the top 10. That's very impressive.
Yep.
Both teams.
They like to put pressure on the man. We just saw Mora starting a goal for Valencia for the first time this season in the league. Didn't make an appearance for Valencia in La Liga at all last season, and just one appearance the year before that. Of course, it was the decision made by Coleman midweek to essentially cut Canizares from the active roster. A couple other veteran players. Timo Hildebrand, Rafa, rumors are the backup for Valencia is on his way back to Germany during the winter transfer. That's why Mora, who started the season as the number 3, is getting the start today.
That's an indication. Rumors have him in Wolfsburg, although he has denied it, Timo Hildebrand. And it's Claudio Bravo, the Chilean international, who's apparently in negotiations with Valencia. It's going to be a busy winter season for Soler and company. Well, Bravo's playing for San Sebastian, even San Sebastian's game.
Zaragoza confidently out of the back. And a throw in for the home team in the 8th minute. Cesar. Touch. Hopeful ball inside the box. Cesar waiting for it.
Trying to take advantage of the speed of Joaquin attacking Juan Fran, the left back. Long ball came out of the middle from Baraja.
Setup. Tiger found inside the circle, escapes the pressure, and knocks it off square. Run up the line, ignored. Instead, slanted ball directed the other way. Through inside the area, laid off, left-footed, cracked it as blasted wide.
There was Celades, the ex-Real Madrid and Barcelona defensive mid. Sergio Garcia working hard in midfield. Star from the under-20 Spanish national team. Garcia or Celades. 16. Nuevo Zapatero. Last win for Zaragoza was at Almeria 1-0. October 31st. No wins in November.
Yep. Sides. Valencia effectively running the trap, spoiling the chance of Diego Milito. 8 goals on the campaign for the Argent side, the lead all goal scorers with Real Zaragoza, but the Brazilian only better. From the lot has 7 on this season. Sergio Garcia 3. So the trident in attack combined for 18 of the 25 goals that Real Zaragoza have scored so far this season.
Yeah, the Brazilian has 5 goals in the last 10 games, so he's in a sort of a streak. Interesting that's a reason why Garcia's playing in midfield, because Oliveira and Milito are having good seasons. Garcia, coach found him the spot in midfield. Another interesting story, remember that story with Ayala playing his first match against Valencia. Ayala left the team for Villarreal, never played for the Yellow Submarine, showed up in Zaragoza. Still don't know really what happened. Someday.
Six players into Zaragoza territory. Possession short-lived. Aggressively won back. Corner line for Valencia. Now they penetrate the 18. The ball swept away. A nice piece of defending by Arana. Chopped ahead towards the corner. Now Joaquin turns on the Jets. Has half a step on his marker. Lost his footing. Steps up. Gets around Celades, but he's called for the foul.
Bailed out by the assistant. I thought Celades struggling, trying to cover for Juan Fran. And it's so far. Joaquin is too much for this midfielder, the veteran Celades. And Juan Fran, after the keeper hit him hard. I don't know if he has a problem. He apparently has a problem. Look at him allowing Celades to take over for him.
But unlucky there, though. Square handed off. Valencia starting to move the pieces effectively now in their attacking third. Space developing on the near flank. Coro drops it back.
Zaragoza has to be extra careful in their vacations. Wednesday, January the 2nd, they're hosting Pontevedra after the break. That doesn't sound good to me. It's so dangerous. They're 1-0 down already.
1-0 down.
And after the break, they got to arrive on the first, they got to play in the second. I don't know how they're going to do it. I've got a weird feeling. And it doesn't get easy because on the 6th, they travel to Bernabeu, face Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, of course, they're playing the Clásico at Camp Nou against Barcelona tomorrow. We'll have that match for you on Goal TV, but the big news concerning the Classic coming out of Spain today is that Frank Rijkaard apparently was thinking about benching Ronaldinho.
Well, apparently in their last training session on Friday afternoon, Ronaldinho was just going through the motions like he has been all semester, and apparently Rijkaard went up to him once again and told him, okay, it's enough. When are you going to start working? And I guess Ronaldinho barked back at him. And things are not, well, I don't need to say, they're not looking good.
Right.
For either one. And that just creates problems for the team itself.
Yep. And Messi's injured. He'll be out for Barca. This is Joaquin. Dangerous when he's given space. Unable to keep that away from Cesar.
What's Joaquin asking for? Handball somewhere, maybe. Only he so. saw it.
Yeah.
Let's see what camera director finds it. He's going to send crosses in with Joaquin and Silva. Why not play Zigic?
Good ball flooded inside the box, down off the chest. Very alert defending. They take it away.
And recovery by Marchena, clearing. See what happened here. Handball, maybe by Ayala. Ooh, quickly, he throws it back in.
Yeah.
Could have been. Was not.
That's sometimes the indication, isn't it? How quickly the defender pulls his hand back against his body.
That would have been an interesting story. Ayala, PK against Valencia in his first match. Well, knowing Ayala, he's not safe. Something with problems with Cesar. Problems with a penalty here, maybe.
Took out his foot.
Yes, he called. Everybody's complaining. He called it. Penalty for Zaragoza, Kelly, in the 16th minute. Mora comes off his line, takes down Oliveira. Yeah, he did.
He did.
Breaks that truck. Brazilian knows what to do.
Yep. No room for debate. Mora, remember, playing his first La Liga game in 3 seasons. A little bit slow to react, was late to the ball. Jose Luis Parades made the right decision.
And Lopez Vallejo is going to be coming in for Cesar in goal for Zaragoza, and looks like it's Milito who's going to take the PK.
Scoring streak for Diego Milito. Got extended to 4. Attack on his 9th goal of the season. First, the change is confirmed as Cesar comes off. Never quite recovered after that early collision with Joaquin in just the 2nd minute of the match.
Wow, another page in this interesting story. Lopez Vallejo replacing Cesar in the 17th minute now. Cesar came up his goal line and took down Juan Fran in the first couple minutes of the match.
Well, nervously looks down into his crouch. Facing off against Diego Milito. Milito for the lead. He's got it. 1-0. Real Zaragoza in front.
18 minutes here in La Romareda, and from the spot, Diego Milito scored his 9th goal of the season. He scored now in 4 straight matches for Real Zaragoza in the 17th week of La Liga. And Real Zaragoza 1, Valencia 0. And this is getting more interesting by the minute. Now backup keepers both sides. Lopez Vallejo replacing Cesar. Mora in charge of the net for Valencia. And a couple of minutes after, Ayala handles the ball, and the young referee, Jose Luis Paradas, swallows the whistle. He calls a PK when Mora takes down Oliveira in the 18th. Well, great start to this match.
Rafa, I have a feeling that the Pichichi race is going to be wide open all season long. If you look at a dozen players grouped within 3 goals of each other at the top of the goal scorers chart in Spain, but now the 9th goal of the season for Diego Milito, and he's just one back of Brazil's Luis Fabiano, of course, for Sevilla, for top goal scoring honors this season in Spain.
Ruud van Nistelrooy, Raúl, and Leo Messi have 8 goals.
Quarter. High arcing kick back inside the box, headed towards the arc and slammed away.
Watch out. Wow. Miguel looked pretty slow in that one.
This is the first action that Lopez Vallejo, now tending the net for Real Zaragoza, has seen this season. So, Rafa, now in both goals, you've got keepers in their first La Liga match this year.
Makes this match even more interesting. he played a lot of games for Recreativo. He was on loan from Villarreal and arrived in Zaragoza. Yeah, but the first match of the semester. You clearly see a line of four in the back for Valencia and Baraja standing right in front of them. New style scheme for Puma.
Good ball square, brought down cleanly. To open up the flank, but much more air underneath it than was required. Garcia tucking it back to the center. And Zaragoza will be careful with possession. Somehow squirts his way through the double team, nearly left the ball behind, tucks it ahead inside the area, contact bounces off of it, and it's claimed by Mora.
More with a hustle attack there from Real Zaragoza, and Oliveira with the final shot, but it's all about Garcia.
Wide out to the touchline. Now sight set on the 18. Stolen away. Chance for Valencia to extinguish the threat. Flag goes up.
Offensive foul according to the assistant on the far side. Arismendi putting pressure on the big kid Sergio. Nobody covering for Sergio. Dangerous. He started going down before there's any contact.
Yeah, he did. Stepped on the ball.
Look at Sergio Garcia, 24-year-old from Barcelona. He played 4 games with the Barcelona first team. They let him go. And still criticize Real Madrid and Barcelona for producing excellent players and then let them go. Real Madrid let go De La Red, for example.
Yeah.
It happens too many times.
Zaragoza seems much more confident on the ball since getting the goal from Benito from the penalty spot almost 5 minutes ago.
What a good match for Juan Fran. And if you're a betting man, you are sometimes depending. And they're due, but Zaragoza's due. 7 seasons without beating Valencia.
Yep.
They're due. The last win was 99-2000 season, 2-0 at home.
Late whistle.
See the kid Montoro, one of Puman's favorites.
Midway through the first half, 1-0 Real Zaragoza. Baraja will knock it short. Zaragoza tried to collapse in the middle of the park, so Valencia comes out wide. Good cut back. Gives the ball Velcro to his foot. Now releases. Deceptive touch out wide into space. Blocked by Zapatero.
It's going to be very hard for Valencia to get behind Zapatero, Sean, and Celades. Very good defensive midfielders.
Space hard to come by for Valencia. All 11 players behind the center line for Zaragoza. Now they look to break out with 2, but is tracked down by Spanish international Marchena.
The last recovery in midfield for Zaragoza was Lucian, the Frenchman, who I can't believe Athletic Madrid let him go either.
Yeah.
Solid midfielder.
Chopped down. driven to the heart of the area. Mark returned to center, ejected back out from where it came, and here they come again. Pipes through, probably offsides. A little consequence into the hands of Mora.
Barely offside, but a couple of bad decisions, I believe, by Celades. He knows it. Poor free kick, and then that was a good percentage pass for Oliveira. Maybe if you spin it the other way around.
Clear space. A little too strong was Arizmendi.
Well, the player Atletico Madrid let go. Not good enough for Atletico, but somehow he ends up in Valencia.
He'll try to prove himself, though, yet to score a goal with Valencia in the league.
Well, he's very talented. He's very young, too.
Yep. Looking for the flag, and they got it.
I'm like that.
Yeah. Player down for Valencia.
They hit Joaquin, trying to slow him down. And especially, yeah, he's struggling, so he needs to kick him a couple more times. Take something off that great speed of Joaquin.
Across the center stripe, and the gate swings wide open down the far channel for Zaragoza. 3 players darting inside the box, sailed to the far side of the area, and a squandered chance for Zaragoza.
Yes, it was in the 28th minute. Ball stolen. I believe it was Sergio making the run and got too excited with the cross.
Spin to the space. Plays near side, looks to skin his man, plays it in early. Defender has the angle, sprayed back outside the box. And Zaragoza was able to defuse what could have been a difficult situation.
Milito apparently has an offer for Manchester City. So that story ends. I don't think they should let him go. Juventus has also been after Diego for a while.
And Pursuit tries to tug it back. That was saving back post. A lot of bounce across the byline for Real Zaragoza quarter.
Oh, good effort. And the corner kick. He also released a shot. Not bad. Not far for Oliveira.
From the corner. Expertly taken corner kick. The ball still loose inside the attacking third. Recovered. Space. Sprung across the mouth of the goal. Letting the net. Gasso.
30th minute. It's Sergio Garcia celebrating. Did he send the cross in or Juan Fran? We gotta wait to see it, but it's 2-0 in 30 minutes. Zaragoza has scored again in La Romareda. 0 for Valencia.
Is it touched?
Keeper touches that ball, but it's Sergio Garcia with that cross. Mistake by Mora, mistake by Ronald Koeman. And it's 2-0 Zaragoza.
Yep, good call, Rafa. Hard break for Mora. but very much complicit on the goal. Sergio Garcia driving the bus. He celebrates his 4th of the season. And at the half an hour mark, Zaragoza leads 2-0.
What's the last time Mora played?
It was in the 05-06 season.
Okay.
And that was just one game.
I don't know what Ronald was thinking on that one. He let the turtle go get away from him.
Yeah.
In South America. Diego Maradona. That's his favorite expression. And if he doesn't understand something, he goes, oh, apparently they let the turtle get away from them. It's unacceptable. Yeah. Even if he doesn't like Timo, he's got to play him because poor guy, Mora, 34-year-old, played 38 games for Levante in the 4-05 season. That was it.
That was it. It's been 2.5 years since you've seen regular action in the league.
Bench kills players, especially keepers.
Yep.
I don't blame him. It's a mistake, but the coach for that, he's got to explain his decisions to Presidente Soler.
Argue that Ronald Koeman, in some respects, dismissed a few of the veterans of this team, including Canizares, to deflect some of the criticism and the pressure away from himself. But in doing so, he's going to incur the wrath of the fans after this one.
Complicating himself even more. And in La Liga, Valencia is getting close to 400 minutes without scoring.
Yep.
So, how much patience will Soler have with Koeman?
Yep. The last time that Valencia scored in the league was in the 51st minute of a 3-0 win over Real Murcia back on November 10th.
I thought it was a good run, but the ball got away from him. That's unacceptable, Kelly. And what again, I insist, I mentioned it at the beginning, 7th place?
Right.
Haven't scored in how many games?
It was, the last time they scored in the league was match day 12. So this is now the 5th game without a goal.
Wow.
And it pays dividends. And bailed out of that challenge.
Diogo and Baraja going at it.
The flank. This hit on the clearance could complicate issues for the back line of Zaragoza. It might. Good run with purpose to the corner. 2 targets inside the box. Now a third showing near the arc. Creates the slack of the defense. Rolls it back. Valencia looking to finish off the play with a shot. Instead, they'll get a corner.
It's unacceptable, Kelly, defending like that. Twice they had to clear and they could not, and that kills the coaches. What can they do? Well, Valencia deserve a goal here.
There's Mata from the corner. And it might spark a counterattack. Let's see, Valencia, did they overextend themselves? The ball couldn't quite squeeze its way through the alley.
By half a shoe size, Miguel got to that one. And the counterattack started by Sergio Garcia. Zaragoza team is more somber now, more serious, more professional maybe, without Aymar and Alessandro on the pitch. It was very exciting with those 2 guys on the pitch, though. I really liked the way they were playing. Different team without those 2 guys. Yeah. Finally
the
won.
expression of finally, yep.
Joaquin was not a favorite, or one of the favorites for Quique Sanchez Flores. He's one of the favorites for Koeman. So
Yep.
it always happens.
Yep. Two goals on the season for Joaquin, 26-year-old Spanish international. Uruguayan Diogo. Joaquin plays with the overlap. Miguel unable to get around his mark.
Well, they got out of the pressure. Let's see how far.
What is it option? Uses people.
It's the 17th week of La Liga. Other matches are Almería hosting Getafe, Sevilla against Racing Santander, Osasuna, Pamplona against Mallorca. Happened here with Miguel and they understand each other. Miguel, the Portuguese, Oliveira. Atlético en Español, Villarreal Recreativo, Valladolid Betis, Athletic Bilbao Murcia, and don't forget about the derby. Get your TiVos ready. 1 p.m. Eastern Sunday. No. Diogo with the foul. 38th minute. Duchamp. Both players in front of him. He wants to take it. Captain Baraja organizing. Ayala reminding the wall to protect themselves or to not jump. What was it?
Maybe both. So what can Joaquin do? Lopez Vallejo between the sticks. Joaquin's shot gets clogged in the wall.
Probably for Lopez Vallejo, who was not expecting to play, and I'm sure he's nervous and goal.
And I'm not sure he's touched the ball with his hands.
I think so. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't know.
He's been on the pitch for maybe 25 minutes now.
Oh, that, one of the reasons that Valencia has not scored in 400+ minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta take a shot at goal, at least test the keeper, see how nervous he is. If he got his contact lenses on or not. We'll never find out if you don't take a shot or two. Good one, Tom.
So, that releases. Out for Joaquin. Montoro leaves it for Joaquin. Joaquin draws the attention of Sergio Garcia, and it's out for Montoro. That was the one brought down, but for fouls. Nice shot. Pretty strong. Miguel. international. Knocks the ball ahead. Able to hook up with Joaquin. Joaquin to apply the pressure, but it's sprayed out of Zaragoza's half. Sergio Garcia scored the insurance goal right at the half an hour mark after the Completo, but Real Zaragoza in front 1-0 at 18 minutes from the penalty spot. Final 5 minutes to play in the first half from La Romareda Stadium in Zaragoza, Spain. Italian Moretti uses Mora. Mora somewhat under duress. Does well. Hit Panetta. It's Marchena that knocks it long. Those Medicals tangled up their goal.
The president who passed away was Mr. Vicente Tormo, who was president for Valencia from 1983 to 1986. Or 1921. Dr. Vicente Tormo.
That's Vaiho. Strong in the air. Kick for Zaragoza.
The fans helped the referee make that decision.
Taking no chances, will offer the ball into touch, so thrown to Zaragoza as the 42nd minute expires.
Well, third goal will be too much to handle for Valencia.
Turn to the end line, no space. Melito. Good ball. Just a magnificent service, and there it is. Number 3. Zaragoza up by 3 before halftime.
And we just talked about it, Kelly. 3 goals, 43 minutes. It's a foul. Where?
They take it off the board. That's awfully harsh.
Wow. To the fans inside La Romareda.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a lifeline cast to Valencia. Joaquin, can he solve the problem for Los Che? Goes into his routine. Managed to swing across around 2 defenders, and it's out for a corner.
Lifeline it is. They score here.
It'll be a 2-goal swing right before halftime. Good service from Joaquin. Defended well. Should go back out to Joaquin. It does. He's going to want the end line. Got it. Puts it up for grabs. Lancing header. Runs the wrong way. Latched onto by Mata. Mata engaged by Diogo. Good ball from Mata, but it's smothered by Lopez Vallejo.
Lopez Vallejo does well. Doesn't give a rebound. Good cross from Mata. Good pressure from Valencia after a scary foul called back. Wow, here they come. Wow.
Yep, and a 3-on-3. Got by him, but held up a bit. Was there obstruction or a foul?
Yeah, and a yellow card.
A yellow.
Yeah. Moretti or Marchena? Moretti, Emiliano, the Italian veteran. Who is it? Pineda, maybe.
I think so.
Okay.
Sergio Garcia has 1 goal, had another one called back. Play on the whistle of Jose Luis Paredes. The yellow card to Canera, the first of the match. sets the wall. Here's Oliveira. The Brazilian right to the chest of Mora. The stoppage time. Here they come. Oh, what beautiful vision. Couldn't quite complete it.
Oh, Garcia asked for it, and Sergio gave it to him.
Yep.
What a match from Garcia. What a player. Like I said, no reason Barcelona can't let this talent get away. No one should be able to afford that.
Miguel Book,
Yeah. They were complaining. They got to get their act together. Why is he complaining? Garcia has too much to handle. With two Portuguese guys in trouble in the back with a yellow card. Miguel was one of the best outside backs in Europe. Lost a lot of pace. Celades.
On entry, diving header clears the zone. Off to back to the top of the box.
Ooh, shot looking for the shot.
Shoot it down inside the area.
No. They got it wrong again.
Yeah, you're right.
I think so. From my point of view. They did not show us a replay in that apparent foul by Garcia, and they haven't shown us a replay of this offside either.
So a 2-goal lead for Real Zaragoza. It could have been bigger. Valencia will have to try and regroup in the locker room. We'll step aside. Highlights of the first half from La Romareda coming up next on Goal TV.
Looks like Elguera came on. Let's wait and see. Remember, you mentioned the 3 defenders booked, Miguel, Caneda, and Marchena. And keeper Mora, so I believe Koeman brought in Elguera for Caneda. Wait for confirmation. That's probably it.
So it's the final match before the winter break in the league for Real Zaragoza and Valencia. The two teams came into the contest with a combined 10-match winless streak in the league for Zaragoza. No wins in the last 6 games in league play. Valencia, no wins in the last 4 in Spain. So far, Zaragoza with the leg up as we start the second half. Zaragoza looking for their first win over Valencia in 7 years. And again, Valencia's coach, Ronald Koeman, made a statement coming into this contest that out with the old guard, things were going to start to be done his way, or you were out of his scheme. That's what happened to Canizares, the keeper. Timo Hildenbrand, the backup. It's rumored he's on his way back to Germany this winter. So Mora, the third stringer, seeing his first piece of action in the league in 3 seasons, said he has been involved in both goals Valencia surrendered. Of course, it was Mora that gave up the penalty kick back in the 18th minute. And then an own goal to Mora at the half-an-hour mark. So far, Rafa, Koeman's changes coming into this contest have yet to pay dividends.
Yeah, not working. He's trying almost everything. He got rid of Cañizares and Bruno Albelda. And maybe to get attention away from himself, but it's brought in Mora. That was a mistake. Mora hasn't played him too long. It's just threw a lifeline to Victor Fernandez, really. I figure out the changes. It appears it was Miguel who came off.
Portuguese international was one of the players in the back line.
He's not playing right back anymore. So it's Miguel who came off. Caneda probably went to the right. And Elguera playing center back next to Marchena. Moretti, the left back. Those 4 in front of Mora. Then Baraja holding, Joaquin, Montoro, and Silva in midfield with Arismendi and Mata. Wait, who's that big guy there?
Zigic on the pitch.
Yeah, that's Zigic. So there was another change. Zigic finally coming off the bench. He scored 2 goals against Real Union, second division B team. So Nicola is on the pitch, and looks like it was Mata who came on.
As you start second-guessing decisions made by Coleman, certainly one of the biggest has to be why isn't Zigic in the starting 11?
And why improvise Caneda center back, leaving Elguera on the bench if you have to bring him in later on. Yeah, you could maybe say, well, he's learning, he's getting to know the players, but he can't afford to make that many mistakes.
Right. Zigic again was the hero in that 2-1 victory in the Copa del Rey against Real Union on Wednesday. Valencia trailed 1-0 at halftime to the third division side. Zigic came on in the 58th minute, scored in the 60th minute, scored again in the 70th minute, and led the comeback 2-1. So Valencia in front in this series, although it's a home and away. It will continue January 2nd.
Well, Zigic's got to play in front of Arismendi and Silva and Joaquin. He shouldn't drop to midfield, not even to say hi to anyone. He's got to stay up, point man, and try to send him as many balls as possible. Joaquin and Silva wide. Maybe they get a chance.
This is the first season for Zigic with Valencia. He's played in now, this is his 6th league match, and he's been scoring goals, just not in La Liga. In fact, he's got 3 goals in the past couple of months with the Serbia national team, a couple against Azerbaijan back in October, and a Euro qualifier. Also scored in a Euro against Poland in a 2-2 draw. Of course, the 2 goals I mentioned in the Copa del Rey this past week, but yet to find the back of the net in the league. We'll see if he can strike in this one for Valencia as they try and come back on Real Zaragoza. Again, looking to snap a 4-match winless streak in the league. And also Valencia hasn't found the back of the net in about 435 minutes of La Liga play. Zaragoza trying to bully their way through.
That's a yellow card for Marchena. That would be his 2nd. No? Who is it? It's Elguera. Yellow card for Elguera. Welcome to La Romareda, Ivan Elguera. It would have been orange, just like his jersey. Feet first.
Yeah. Again, Moretti, the Italian, the only player in the back line for Valencia without a yellow card. Marchena, Carrera, Elguera, and Kipamora all booked.
It doesn't sound right that the Italian is the only one not booked in the back line. It's something not right, and you can tell. Somebody came on the pitch too. Okay, Caneda's off thanks to the announcer. And I think I heard Lomban, the youngster.
Headed away, but not from danger. Play back to the 6. Harry to midfield. So that's it. Those are the 3 changes for Coleman.
2 in the back and Zigic.
Yep.
Zigic was a late bloomer from Red Star, 27 already. Or a late discovery more than a late bloomer. Nicola. Scored plenty of goals back in the 03-04 season for Red Star, 18 in 28 matches. Somebody should have discovered him back then.
Yeah.
Took a while for him to arrive to Spain. He arrived to Racing. He scored 11 in 32 games. I'd like to have him and Crouch in my team, both.
Yeah.
Put him up front. Defenders gotta climb in their backs and defend against them. Why not? Somebody should try that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lomban. Coming in, replacing Caneda, had a yellow card. Miguel came up with a yellow card. But you still have Marchena and Elguera booked. by Jose Luis Paradas Romero, the referee from Malaga, in his 7th match in La Liga, making a few mistakes. Going to roll David Romban. Second match for Valencia.
Spinning in a triple team and going nowhere.
Yeah, but they're gaining confidence.
Yeah, they are.
Zapatero stepping on the ball, and you know,
Yep.
2-goal lead gives them the confidence.
In all fairness, it should be a 3-goal lead.
Oh, Lushan with a soft foul getting booked, huh?
First player booked. Real Zaragoza.
Yep. Try to slow down Canade. They responded.
Silva overwhelmed, but gets the call. Does his best just to keep it on the bench.
Good effort by Joaquin throughout the match. And now it's Victor Fernandez warming up the bench. His options. With, well, maybe Oscar in midfield. The rest are kind of young. Herrero, Burbu, youngster. Not many options for Fernandez. Remember, he's got Aymar and Gabri. Aymar is injured, Gabri suspended. Cuartero and Herrero not available. De Alessandro, he's leaving. He'll probably get an offer from River Plate in Buenos Aires. Manduzalen and Paredes also injured. Got to call up a couple of youngsters.
Should try one, and he does. Pull the trigger from the top of the arc, but unable to put it on frame.
It's Montoro.
Fernandez has made one change already. Cesar, his starting keeper, had to be replaced in the 15th minute after an early collision with Joaquin. Trying to continue, couldn't, so backup Lopez Vallejo is now on in his stead. It's back for Lopez Vallejo.
Ouch! Thinking still about Couch and and Zigic. Why don't you add Luca Toni to that one?
Right. Then get yourself speedy outside backs.
Oh, yeah.
And working up the flank and just send him in.
Process in all night long.
Yep. Zigic is 6'6". And Crouch is an inch or two taller than that.
Tony's like 6'4" or 6. Don't complain, Marchena. You have a yellow card. Oliveira's just enjoying the match. What a relief. Getting 2 goals in the first half.
Yep.
It's a different game after that. Ayala heard something from the bench, and he saw his face. Somebody gets... If he showed a card, it's a player.
Right.
Cannot show a card to Victor Fernandez. Well, he's not in trouble. Somebody else is. Woman?
You think so?
That'd be the last time we see Ronald.
He's seen enough of this one, I guess.
Who is he fit up with? The referee or his players?
Right.
Both?
You know what? If anything, the referee did him a favor when that goalie nullified at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it should have been 3-0. Maybe 3-1, that handball by Ayala.
Maybe. Joaquin.
Good pressure for Zaragoza to the sides. That's slowing down Joaquin, or not giving him space. That's the objective of the midfielders. Look at all the players moving, shifting to the strong side.
Nearly through inside the box.
It's good coaching by Victor Fernandez, who's from Zaragoza, by the way. His first team was Zaragoza coach.
Much throughout the 90s. He was at the helm of Zaragoza from 90 to 97.
Yep. Also with Celta de Vigo and Betis. Had 1 year in Porto. He plays Mourinho. For 405.
Cards coming out.
Finished first.
Uh-oh,
What happened?
Marchena.
Second. 92nd.
Yep. Took the ref a minute to dig out the red card.
Very sloppy.
Yep.
It's Milito. Just lazy tackle, lazy foul. And I thought Marchena had been booked earlier. Oh, now he is.
Official score had given out a yellow card, apparently, that didn't exist in the first half. So the back line still intact for Valencia. Full body tackle.
He's going to get booked now. Zapater and Celades. Now Lucian and Celades on the books of Mr. Paradas. So it's Miguel, Caneira, Marchena, Mora, Helguera, Celades, Lucian. Gonna pay some money to the federation, the LFP.
Has it back. Then he turns. Looks at goal. Here's Joaquin. Dispatches well. Right-footed shot. Saved by Lopez Vallejo.
Impressive. Great reaction. Great reflexes by Lopez Vallejo. The shot from Arismendi. Great run by Joaquin, who's finding his rhythm. Joaquin finally, after a couple of years, ever since he left Betis, been underachieving.
Here they come again.
Best moment for Valencia. That's a poor cross. Ayala gave him another chance to come straight at it. Yellow cards by Celades and Lucian. Two Celades and Lucian are complicating things in midfield. You can't foul anymore. And Joaquin's taking advantage of that. He's going straight at Celades and Lucian. Maybe time to bring in someone in midfield for Zaragoza. Or bring in Oscar to help out. Don't forget, you have a date tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. From Camp Nou, the derby, the classic. Barcelona hosting Madrid. Madrid, 38 points. Barcelona, 34. The 17th week of La Liga. There's Diogo. Oh.
And refs get off with a free kick. And by the way, now that we're beyond the hour mark of this match, Valencia have gone 470 minutes without scoring in the league.
Ayala asking for a yellow card. Should be Montoro. Should be good. Fouls according to official score.
Dropped into a sea of orange, scattered back outside the area, caught a deflection, but it didn't move Mora. Good play. Scorches the ball across midfield. The whistle's going to kill the play. That's not getting on the case of Jose Luis Paradas, the referee.
Many interruptions now in the second half. It's been very sloppy.
Yep.
And, well, right after this match, you can follow Sevilla and Racing Santander on TV. Jose Mari Vaquero coaching from the sides. Valencia, Koeman's assistant, his friend in Barcelona. Here they come, looking for the third offside.
Intelligent ball. Oh, that's unlucky. Flag's going to wave that one off as well. Scrum look at it, shaking the head. Referee's assistant to Mr. Couple in this match. Of course, Paradas is Mr. Couple himself. Rafa, let me ask you something, and this has nothing to do with the so far poor performance, it seems, of Ronald Koeman at the helm, but do you think that the directors of Valencia maybe released Quique Sanchez Flores a little too soon, or was it time?
They were late. Ooh, Milito. No reaction that time, luckily for Valencia from Garcia. He was in trouble. I think it was too late.
Oh, really?
They should have started renewing earlier than that. They have problems. Internal problems. Soler is responsible, I think, of everything. You know, he's the president.
Right.
He's made bad decisions. Quique Sanchez is a good coach, but things are getting out of hand already. When Ayala left, remember all that problem they had?
Yep.
It did not look right for. It's been a while, and now everything exploded. Now it's Oman who's the bad man, kicking everybody off, but they should have done that a while ago. They were getting old.
It's been a tumultuous season on all fronts. Not only now, granted, they're still hanging on in 7th in the league, but at one point earlier in the season, they'd strung together 5 straight wins in La Liga. And so even though they've been leaking points as of late, they've yet to really sink too far from the European zone. In fact, coming into this contest, they were just 1 point back of Racing Santander for a European spot. Looks like things are going to continue to move south for Valencia as they reach the holiday break. Zaragoza on the move once again, and Valencia taken away. But not only are they in trouble somewhat in the league, but also in Champions League. They were bounced out of the group stage. In fact, they finished dead last in Group B, behind the likes of Chelsea, Schalke, and Rosenborg.
And, well, I think everything started going down the drain when they let Rafa Benitez go. Valencia's a big team. They had played 2 Champions League finals, and they're a big team in Europe. Why would you let your best coach go?
Right.
When Liverpool, after that, they called Ranieri. Ranieri did not know what to do there. They then brought in Quique Sanchez Flores, but they had problems after Benitez left to go forward.
Joaquin from the corner. Across the line.
Somebody's going to get put for the scent. No? Camera director, I think. That's inexperienced as a referee, I think. Jose Luis Paradas Romero, 6 matches, 7. This one is his 7th.
Silva looks square. Instead focuses on the touchline. Valencia, of course, nearly back in their own half. Elusiveness from David Silva, twisting the ball to the top of the 18. Very sure defending by Real Zaragoza.
Watch out, everybody pretty much has a yellow card already. Marchena.
Joaquin looks to terrorize the defense by himself. Great speed from Joaquin, but he's got no help at the moment. Given 70th minute. Zaragoza comfortably in front, 2-0.
And you knew who tried to fix the problem when he realized it was a problem? Amadeo Carboni. And I believe the president did not believe him. He trusted Kiki Sanchez more. There were problems between Amadeo Carboni, who was the sports director, ex-player. I saw it coming.
Yeah.
I saw it coming. They were late reacting. This could just get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. Home run ball played ahead, headed down. Reinforcements were late arriving. This is Diogo, a Uruguayan, across midfield. Diogo now cuts off his run, waits for help, and gets fouled. Good effort by the 24-year-old outside back. Played with both River Plates in South America.
Yep. For Real Madrid, and
yep.
Should have never left Madrid. It's not his fault. So Valencia trying to react, led by Joaquin, but I think Zaragoza has everything under control. Lucian, it's up there, huh? It's a good line of 3. Celades, Lucian, and Zapater.
Yeah.
Celades has so much experience. Lucian is a very good player, and Zapater is a hard-working midfielder that allows Garcia, Oliveira, and Milito to work and do what they know what to do on the pitch. Notice that Diogo pushes up very little, and Juan Fran settled down after a very shaky start. Sergio and Ayala solid in the middle. That hurts. Oliveira should be booked for that. Poor kid Lomban. He's too innocent that time. And so Joaquin's telling Oliveira. But it's the referee who should tell him, not Joaquin. finally. A little bit too late. It's Lushan who comes off. Fresh legs in midfield. But 10 minutes too late. It's Oscar. What time? Oscar Gonzalez. 25-year-old born in Salamanca, played most of his career for Valladolid. Finally, one for Zigic, but heard a whistle.
Well, blocking down the midfield, making it difficult for Valencia fortify their attack. Anticipating. That's Vallejo. Valencia crashed out of the Champions League in the group stage. Real Zaragoza failed to reach the group stage of the UEFA Cup. They finished in 6th last year in Spain. In fact, it was their best finish in the league since spending a year in 2nd division back during the 02-03 campaign. Their 6th place finish earned them a spot in the qualifying phase of the UEFA Cup. Here's Sergio Garcia, looks to unlock the defense to put the game out of reach, and they just missed it.
Wow, I can't believe it. 75th minute. What a ball from Sergio Garcia. And Milito was too nice trying to assist Oliveira instead of taking a shot. Look at the move by Sergio. Oh, perfect. And then Milito looks up, looks at Oliveira, and mistake by the Argentine. Take a shot, make the keeper work for the save. Maybe the rebound would have gone to Oliveira if there's a rebound. Wow. Another lifeline for Valencia.
Finished the thought on Real Zaragoza's dashed European dreams. Ended up losing to Ares of Greece in the first round of the UEFA Cup. 2-2 was the final on aggregate, but an away goal for the Greek side put Ares through into the group stage of the UEFA Cup.
I'm very disappointed with their performance.
And to get one back, and it's the big guy, Zigic. Where have you been, Nikola Zigic?
76th minute. Right after Zaragoza misses the third, Zigic scores the one goal for Valencia, cutting the leading half. And now we have a game again. 20 lifelines for Valencia. They had everything under control. They allowed Arismendi to send that cross in. Poor defending. And it makes it look easy, right? Why are coaches complicated themselves? Man.
So
sometimes it is that simple.
Just
Kelly.
that simple. It's the first league goal for Valencia in 485 minutes, including the 2 goals that Zigic scored in the Copa del Rey last week. Valencia has now scored 3 goals in the last 570 minutes. All 3 of them scored by Nikola Zigic. What's he doing on the shelf?
Off the bench. Well, that's something that Soler has to ask Coleman about. Because he cannot afford to make that many mistakes. And now let's see how shaky the Zaragoza defenders, and now they start to worry. And we're gonna let the 2-goal lead get away. Now how we slow down Joaquin, Zigic, and not easy.
Spins out of it. Well executed.
Yo hacked him. Yellow card for Carlos. Good sloppy play there. Defending. hitting Silva from behind. Silva cannot defend himself. It's unacceptable. It's something when I was 8 years old, coach, I hit someone from behind. Coach called me to the sideline. I'll never forget that. Don't do that again. They can't defend themselves.
The Zigic spilled by the keeper.
Offside.
Still loose.
Told you.
Yep.
Now they're going to get nervous. Keeper fumbled, carried that one.
Off the head of Zigic. Forces the save by Lopez Vallejo. Then Joaquin was there, but was offside.
The ball in Ayala's back. Can't turn on the ball either. Veterans should know that. But he's trying to adjust, but still. They are too nervous. 79th minute. What else they have on the bench? Oh, they can't make any more changes. Valencia's done.
Yeah.
Or a fresh leg up front. Or wide. Didn't do it.
It's all 3 changes in the first 5 minutes of the second half.
He killed 2 changes in defense.
Yeah.
He made a mistake starting Caneda.
Yeah. Good pull back.
And he should have known Miguel is a step too slow, or a couple of steps too slow.
Sliced inside the area a little too tall. Baraja. Able to keep it on the table.
Good pressure. That's what FIFA doesn't want. Look at their coach handling the ball.
Right.
No. We're going to rewrite some rules about that. And finally, substitution will slow things down. Celades coming off, I believe. No, Celades listening to instruction. Rivera. Not bad, but he couldn't score. Partido. Number 28. Lido scored his 9th goal from the first half.
Time. Zaragoza had things comfortably in their favor about 10 minutes ago, but momentum has changed. Valencia now within a goal. Some nervous play on the pitch by the home team.
Valero's a young outside back, so he's probably going to play in midfield, trying to slow down either Silva or Joaquin. If he can. We find Zigic.
Joaquin from the corner, shallow kick this time.
Unacceptable.
Have it back. Back for Joaquin. Ziga takes it to the end line. Nope. Tucks it through. Shakes one. Finds his spot. Golazo! Valencia has tied it at 2. Set up by Joaquin. Finished by David Silva.
Impressive, Kelly. 82nd minute. What a golazo. And it's all Joaquin from the side.
Yep.
Great ball for Silva. Silva takes care of 2 defenders in the 18. And that magical left foot of Silva does it. Valencia came back. 2-2 in La Romareda. 82nd minute, Kelly. That should be good enough. Look at that move.
Never had to look at the goal.
Golazo.
A surgical run by Silva through the heart of the box, shaked a couple defenders. Got the service from Joaquin. And Valencia has climbed their way out of the coffin, down 2 goals with less than 15 minutes to play. A header by Zigic. A flash of brilliance from David Silva. And Valencia has evened it up.
Late whistle there from the referee.
Sometimes that's how it goes. They play 485 minutes without a goal in the league, then they get 2 goals in a stretch of 6 minutes.
Which way? Oh, offensive. Wait, go back to what's happening. Thank you. I knew there was a brawl coming up. It's an offensive foul. At least that's the call we... Yellow card.
Moretti finally get his?
Ayala.
Yep.
Ayala probably fouled. Again, no wins, huh?
Yeah.
For Real Zaragoza against Valencia. In the 7th game without a win.
Yep.
Zaragoza, they had it.
Yep. Yep.
They had it in the bag all game long till they lost it the 82nd minute.
They had chances to put the game away too, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Zigic. Final 20 minutes, Valencia finally started to put pressure on Lopez Vallejo. Something they failed to do for about an hour. We're talking about a backup seeing his first minutes in La Liga this season, much like Mora. For much of the match, they didn't challenge him. They finally went after him. Of course, the goal by David Silva. No keeper would have stopped it. Even still, the offense finally woke up and it produced.
So remember, their last win was at Almeria on the 31st of October, October 31st. No wins in November, no wins in December.
Yep.
Because this is the last match of the year for them. Will Mr. Fernandez be back in 08?
Zaragoza, if this match ends in a draw, it'll be the 7th consecutive league match without a win for Zaragoza. It would be the 5th straight league match without a win for Valencia. Headed on, Valencia looking for the winner, but it's pulled down by Lopez Vallejo.
Almost an automatic, Cully.
Yep. Seventh minute. Twice headed free of the danger zone by Valencia. Now they look to press.
Mendy was very smart, getting positioning on the youngster Lomban.
Yep.
Who was it? Oscar.
Cautiously ahead. On front. And Sergio Garcia, who was discarded, and draws the foul.
There's the foul. Can't send those Hail Marys with Zigic there.
Yep.
Doesn't make sense. Fernandez got to relax. Open the pitch. Dribble. Get around those defenders. Get behind them.
Good ball.
Wow.
There was certainly contact. Everybody at La Romareda is on their feet.
Oh, I saw a clear foul in the far post. Offensive foul. 89th minute. Let's see what the referee saw. Or did not see. Yeah. I hope he called that. The whistle silent. Oscar missed goal kick.
Yeah.
Mora just leaves it hanging there. The goalkeeper. Incredible. Wait.
90th minute. Offensive foul.
Now, what's the difference between that one and Ayala's?
Must be. Bon again fouling Sergio Garcia.
Dangerous play, yeah.
Yep. Into stoppage time.
Oh, I saw 8.
That would have been
minutes
fun.
added. Fourth official is Pablo Sanchez.
Pair of first half goals for Zaragoza. Second half goals for Valencia. We're tied at 2. Final 3 minutes. Equalizer for Valencia came from this side of the field, brought down inside the box. Keeper at sea, off the upright, still loose in the 6. Still alive.
How crazy was that, Kelly? I said, oh, it was Silva from the same spot where he scored pretty much when he started. And somehow the ball hits the upright and we're still tied at 2. How crazy was that? Fans are in shock. They're quiet.
Yep.
Romareda. Can't believe it.
Now back the other way. Joaquin. Valencia. Seconds to go. Looking for Joaquin. Diogo at the controls. Heavy touch by Diogo. Got it back. There's the Uruguayan back. Slips it inside the area. Defense collapse. Nearly had it again. Headed through and into the arms of Mora. Minutes of play.
So Zaragoza with 21 points. Valencia 26. Nothing will happen there. We'll sit pretty much in. Maybe Valencia might drop a couple spots. Be tight, 9 and 10 maybe.
Opened up wide. Maybe the final chance for the home team to steal the victory. Line it ahead. Final few seconds. Had it back across. Sergio, can he be the winner? Sergio Garcia slips it ahead. That's going to do it. The final whistle goes. Valencia come back from 2 goals down to tie it up and take a point out of La Romareda.
Wow, it looked like Zaragoza had it, and then the final minutes